हेलो नमस्कार आदाब सत श्री अकाल कसा काय केड़ो हाल है केम छो. Once again, I'm here, Abha, your host for the program Spotlight with Abha. Today, we have a great personality right from Thane, Maharashtra, Mr. Milind Kher, who is CEO of HQ, an emotional intelligence specialist, NLP practitioner, and a life coach. Welcome, Milind, to Spotlight with Abha.
Very good morning to you, Abha. Very good morning to all the viewers. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. So, Milind, I just want to start with an accomplishment which shaped your career.
Okay, I think the accomplishment was essentially getting into my own business. So that is something that has made a complete difference to me. Just a little over 6 years back, I got in from a regular day job onto a business. And I'm now the CEO of HQ, which is a training consulting company.
Okay. So, how did you, reach to this position of CEO? I just want you to brief your career journey to our viewers.
Okay, see, my career started as a product executive in Camlin. After that, I was there for a long time in ITC, where I have looked at it as a superintendent, as a circle manager, and then as an area manager. And I was there with cigarettes and then moved to foods. After that, I was there for 7.5 years with Tara Jewels. I was general manager HR. Then I moved to the education sector, where I was with Vidyalankar as head of HR and marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Then from head of HR and marketing, I was able to move into a position of CEO of HQ, and I've been running the show since.
Great.
That's a brief snapshot of what my career looks
That's
like.
really amazing journey you had. So, Milind, I just want to know now you are a CEO of company on the leadership
Right.
position. So, how far this position is challenging for you?
Yeah, this position is challenging because we have to always set very stiff benchmarks, and we have to be the people who have to be in the forefront, not only of designing the strategy, but also of getting business for the company and being able to set standards for everybody to perform on. So there is the internal environment that has to be coped with, and of course there is the external environment also which has to be coped with.
True, true. So, did you face any ethical dilemma at your workplace where you got been little stuck that how should I deal this issue?
Okay, while working in salaried jobs, the ethical dilemma that I have always faced is that uh, there was always tremendous opportunity to make money in the wrong way, and every time the challenge was to resist the temptation. And I'm very happy to say that in all the jobs that I held so far, I don't think there's been a dishonest cent that I've made in my entire career. And as far as HQ is concerned, it doesn't pose ethical dilemmas because here I'm very much on my own. The ethical dilemmas that get faced are in the outside environment sometimes, when if people uh, want support for the wrong kind of things, or if people want to resort to making unfair communications to people and all, then in that case I don't be party to that.
That's really great. I have just told my viewers that you are an emotional intelligence specialist. So, can you please elaborate what is this all about?
Yeah, so emotional intelligence means understanding our emotions, understanding the emotions of others, and crafting a behavior that is suitable to the context. I won't go into the depth of it in this interview, but there are five main things we look at. We look at self awareness, we look at self regulation, we look at empathy, we look at social skills, and we look at relationship skills. These are the five clusters that we look at in emotional intelligence. Uh, I'd like to tell you that emotional intelligence touches every part of our life.
True, true, true. So today we see that there is a huge lack of empathy among the people, right? So can you just guide us in? I know this is a very depth a subject of depth, but I just want you to brief how one can develop that empathy in oneself.
Yeah, see, the empathy will not come by itself. The most important thing that people need to do is they need to be aware of themselves. When people have a complete self-awareness, when they know what the issues they're facing, what is the internal turmoil that they're undergoing, what are the kind of challenges that they have, and when they cope with all that, then they are able to open their minds to the outside world and see what's happening. Like, you know, in the airline, they say, wear your own mask first. So when we wear our own mask first, then everything becomes crystal clear to us, and then we are able to understand why people feel the way they do and what kind of a situation that they are in. And it's very good you mentioned the word empathy, because a lot of people have sympathy. Sympathy doesn't help, because sympathy means, oh, poor you. Empathy means, oh, we are in this together. So
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
huge difference.
True, very true. So definitely, I feel that people, after hearing you, definitely they will be coming to you for details that how we can develop further in empathy and other emotional intelligence skills. And I will be the one of them. So
Sure, you're most welcome anytime.
thank you so much. So, Milind, I just want to proceed further that how Milind gets inspired personally. Well, when you face any challenging situation, how did you inspire yourself or what things motivate you?
Okay, I believe a lot in support systems. And for me, my support systems are the books that I read, the programs that I attend, and the people who are closest to me.
Okay.
So the books that I read, they provide me a lot of knowledge. The programs that I attend, they give me a contemporary view of things, and the people who are close to me provide emotional support. So you know, it's a blend of all the three, so that it becomes a very holistic way in which one is able to move forward. I have made one slogan for myself, is that I do not want to be resilient, because being resilient is just coping with adversity. I want to be anti-fragile. Anti-fragile is when you thrive on adversity.
True. That's fantastic slogan that you have to thrive in the such environment where you are locked from all the way. So I think this slogan of yours will definitely work in these times of lockdown, right? We have to be very
Yes,
careful
yes.
for ourselves. So, Milind, coming
Yeah,
towards the, I know it's I want to keep on talking to you because the subject is like that, emotional intelligence,
sure, sure.
but time doesn't permit us to go for long. But definitely,
Uh-huh.
I will ask for one tip that you want to give our viewers about how one can create a self-awareness and control their own emotions.
Okay. So the most important thing I'd like to tell all the viewers is that we always benchmark ourselves against others. The best thing is for us to benchmark ourselves against our own self. Okay, so how good were we yesterday? Today, can we be 10% better than that? Tomorrow, can we be another 10% better than that? So, I mean, it's like a champion sprinter like Usain Bolt. He's not so worried about Tyson Gay and Asafa Powell. He wants to know, my Usain Bolt's record was this. Now, can I move to the next level? So, I think that is much more inspirational, and it gives a more equal kind of a comparison.
Fantastic. So it's always we should be looking towards what we can give our best for the next day by forgetting what mistakes we have done in our past or in yesterday. I hope, Milind, I have simplified the words in a proper way. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Sure. And yeah, here, in fact, I'd like to bring in another slogan, if you permit me.
yeah, yeah.
A lot
Please.
of people, a lot of people talk about the good old days. My slogan is simple: the future is going to be better than the past ever was. So I always think our best days lie ahead of us.
True, true. Many a times we say the best learners, they always say that, best time has yet to come. Or the
Correct,
best
correct.
celebrities, film actors, they also say a best role has yet to come. So there is nothing called best. There's
Absolutely.
always a room ahead to improve ourselves and give our best, right?
Yes, success is a journey, not a destination.
True. So one who feels that I have achieved success now, I don't need anything to, there that person's development gets stagnant.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we are learners all the time. I still keep getting certified for different things.
So that was Milind with his beautiful talks on empathies and emotional intelligence. I hope viewers, this would have helped you to look into yourself, how you are taking today, how you have taken your past, and how you are going to look at your future. So with this, we come to end of this session of our Spotlight with Abha program. And let me remind you that this program will be available on my YouTube channel, Abha Jadhav. Also, you can hear this interview on Radio Brain Rhyme thrice a week, twice a day. Okay, so you can go through this interview. You can listen how Milan is guiding us about handling our emotions. And then definitely we'll be coming with more such sessions where we can guide you with the stories of successful people. So till then, have a good time. Bye bye.
Hi there. Okay.
Thank you, Milan. Thank you
Thank
once
you.
again.
My pleasure.